My week. Tell me about your week.
Last week, I worked a lot for my job. I cooked a lot in the kitchen. I cleaned a little bit. And I played with my kids.
Past simple. Actions that started and ended in the past. What did you do yesterday? Yesterday. Yesterday refers to the day before today. Yesterday.
What did you do yesterday?
Let's look at an example. Stephanie is going to tell us what she did yesterday. In the story, the past tense words will be highlighted in yellow. Yesterday, I woke up at 7 a.m. I drank my coffee. Then I drove to work. At work, I prepared lunch for the children. I ironed the clothes. Then I cleaned the windows. In the afternoon, I washed the clothes. And I mopped the floors. Before going home, I made spaghetti. I tasted the sauce. Delicious. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I cooked breakfast. I worked in the garden. I cooked lunch. And I played guitar.
Function. Let's take a closer look at how the simple past tense works. Past simple. The past simple describes an action in the past. He played soccer. This action is not happening right now. This action is happening in the past. The action started and ended in the past. Past. Present progressive. Action in progress. Today is Sunday. He is watching TV. This action is happening right now. Yesterday was Saturday. He played soccer. He's not playing soccer right now. He played soccer yesterday. He played soccer on Saturday. This action happened in the past. On Friday, he visited a friend. He is not visiting a friend right now. He visited a friend before. He visited a friend in the past. On Thursday, he went to a cafe. He is not going to a cafe right now. Right now, he is watching TV. On Thursday, he went to a cafe. The action happened in the past. Let's compare. Let's look at the past simple, action in the past, the present progressive, an action in progress, and the present simple, facts, habits, and routines. Present progressive. She is walking her dog. She's walking her dog right now. This action is happening right now. It is an action in progress. Present simple. She walks to work every day. She walks to work every day. This action might not be happening right now, but it happens every day. It happens on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is a fact, habit, and routine. Past simple. She walked a lot today. Right now, she is not walking. This action happened in the past. It happened earlier. The action started earlier today and it ended earlier today. It happened in the past. She is not walking right now, but she walked a lot today. It's an action in the past. Regular past simple. The past simple has two forms, regular and irregular. The regular past simple has verbs which follow the rules, but irregular verbs break the rules. The regular past simple has 4 rules. It has one main rule and 3 other helper rules. Let's look at the main rule. Rule number 1. Take the verb and add ed. To walk. Walked. Walked is the past simple. It's an action that happened in the past. Walked. Add ed. Let's look at some examples. To clean, to paint, to play, to watch. Clean, paint, play, watch. Add ed. Cleaned, painted, played, watched. Cleaned, painted, played, watched. Rule number 2. If the verb ends in an E, add D. To dance, danced. In this case, we do not add ed. We just add d. The verb already has an e, so we don't need to add it. Let's look at some examples for rule number 2, add d. These verbs all end with an e. To prepare, to dance, to close, to taste. Prepare, dance, close, taste. This time we add just the D. Prepared, danced, closed, tasted. Nice work. Regular past simple. Rule number 3. If the verb ends in a consonant followed by a Y, change the Y to an I. Add ed. To cry, we change the Y to an I. And then let's look at some examples for rule number 3. Cried. Add IED. All of these verbs will end in a consonant followed by a Y. To cry, to carry. Cry, carry. Cried, carried. Cried, carried. Regular past simple. Let's take a look at the last rule. Rule number 4. If the verb ends in a short vowel followed by a consonant, double the consonant, add ed. To mop, to mop. The O in mop makes the ah sound, the short O sound. So we will double the final consonant P and then add ed. To mop. Let's look at some examples of doubling the consonant. To mop, to stop. Mop, stop. Mopped, stopped. If we don't double the consonant, we have the words moped and stoped. By doubling the consonant, we make sure that the vowel stays short. Mopped, stopped. Regular past simple. The regular past simple has 4 rules. The first rule is the most important. It is the main rule. You'll want to remember this rule. Take the verb and add ed. To walk, walked. Ed.
Yesterday, I cooked breakfast, I worked in the garden, I cooked lunch, and I played guitar.
Conjugation. Past simple. Let's take a moment to look at the word to walk in the past simple affirmative. I walked. You walked. She walked. He walked. It walked. We walked. You walked. Y'all walked. They walked. Nice and easy. The conjugation of the past simple is the same for I, you, she, he, it, we, you all, and they. To taste. Tasted. I tasted, you tasted, she tasted, he tasted, it tasted, we tasted, you tasted, they tasted. Nice and easy. Notice cried is the same for I, you, she, he, it, we, you all, and they. Yesterday, I wanted to eat pizza, so we ordered pizza. Pronunciation. Let's take a moment to listen to the pronunciation of the past simple with ed. Listen carefully as I say these words. Cleaned. Cleaned. Played. Played. Listened. Listened. Cleaned. Played. Listened. What sound did you hear? What sound does the ed make? Cleaned. Did you say D? You're right. D. D. In these words, ed makes the D sound. Cleaned. Played. Listened. Let's look at this example in more detail. Listen. Listen. There are 2 syllables. Listen. The word becomes listened. Listened. There are still 2 syllables. Listen. Listened. On Tuesday, I played all day. I cleaned the kitchen.
I cleaned my room.
I played the guitar.
I played with my children.
I listened to music.
I listened to music too.
Listen carefully as I say these words. You might be surprised. ed will make a different sound. Mopped. Mopped. Walked. Walked. Watched. Watched. Mopped. Walked. Watched. What sound did you hear? What sound did ed make in these words? Mopped, walked, watched. Did you say T? T, t, t. You're right. In these words, ed makes the T sound. Mopped, walked, watched. Let's look at an example in more detail. Walk. Walk. Walk is 1 syllable. Walk. Walked. Walked. Walked is still 1 syllable. Walked. Kt, kt, kt. On Wednesday, I watched TV. I mopped the kitchen.
I mopped the bathroom.
I watched TV.
I watched a movie.
I walked to school.
I walked with my dog.
Yesterday, I watched a movie with my family. We popped popcorn.
Yesterday, I cooked breakfast.
Let's look at the past simple pronunciation one last time. Listen carefully as I say these words. The ed past ending will make a different sound in these words. Painted, painted, tasted, tasted, visited, visited, painted, tasted, visited. What sound do you hear? What sound does the ed make? Painted, painted. Did you say id? You're right. In these words, ed makes the id sound, not the d sound, not the t sound, but the id sound. Painted, tasted, visited. Let's look at an example in more detail. Paint, paint. Paint is one syllable. Paint. Painted, painted. Painted is two syllables. Paint, tid, painted. In these words, the ed adds an extra syllable, id.
I tasted some coffee.
I visited my mom.
And I visited my friend.
I painted my nails.
I painted a room.
So, we've discovered that ed makes three sounds. It makes the t sound. It makes the t sound when the verb ends with an unvoiced consonant. It makes the d sound when a verb ends in a voiced consonant or a vowel. And it makes the id sound when the verb ends in a t or d sound. If you want more help on the pronunciation of the past simple, watch my phonics video. Irregular, past simple. The past simple has two forms, the regular form and the irregular form. For the regular form, the verbs follow the rules. You add ed. For the irregular form, the verbs break the rules. They don't follow the rules at all. You'll have to memorize the irregular verbs in the past simple. Fortunately, there are a few irregular patterns. They break the rules in similar ways. You'll still have to memorize them, but if you look for the patterns, it will be easier. Let's look at a few examples. Past simple, irregular. All of these irregular verbs will use the ah sound. Ah. Think becomes thought. Buy, bought. teach, taught. Notice these three words all change to the ought sound, and they all are spelled with a G-H-T. This is a pattern. This is another group of ah words. See, saw, lose, lost. Let's look at some more irregular verbs in the past simple. This group of verbs use the O sound, O. Write, wrote, drive, drove, speak, spoke. This group of irregular verbs use the A sound, the short A, A. Swim, swam, sit, sat, run, ran. If you'd like more help with irregular verbs and regular verbs in the past simple, take a look at my vocabulary videos. The good thing is that the irregular past simple is still just as easy with the conjugation. In the past simple affirmative, every conjugation is the same. I ran, you ran, she ran, he ran, it ran, we ran, you ran, y'all ran, they ran. Yesterday, he lost his keys. He ran around the house looking for the keys.
Last week, I drove to the store and I bought rice and beans.
I also wrote a lot. Let's look at 3 more examples. These are some of the most common verbs in English. Have, has becomes had. Do, does, did. Go, went. He didn't see his keys anywhere. Last one. Let's look at our final irregular past simple example. Am, is, are. Was, were. This is the only past simple word that has a different conjugation depending on the speaker. Let's review to be in the present simple. I am, you are, she is, he is, it is, we are, you are, y'all are, they are. Notice am and is are the only ones that are different. Everything else is are. Let's look at the conjugations in the past. To be, past simple affirmative. I was, you were, she was, he was, it was, we were, you were, y'all were, they were. Notice it's only the I form and the she, he, and it form that use the past word was. Every other form uses were.
When I was a boy, I was quiet.
He was quiet. He's not quiet now. When he was a boy, he was quiet. For more practice, you can watch my past tense vocabulary videos. Negative, past simple. To make the present simple affirmative negative, we add do not, don't, or does not, doesn't. I don't clean, you don't clean, she doesn't clean, he doesn't clean, it doesn't clean, we don't clean, you don't clean, y'all don't clean, they don't clean. In the past, the word to clean is written I cleaned, you cleaned, she cleaned, he cleaned, and so on and so forth. To change the past simple affirmative into the negative, we add did not. I did not clean, you did not clean, she did not clean, he did not clean, it did not clean, we did not clean, you did not clean, y'all did not clean, they did not clean. But as you know, in English, we love to use contractions. Contractions make your speech sound more natural and smoother. Did not becomes didn't. I didn't clean, you didn't clean, she didn't clean, he didn't clean, it didn't clean, we didn't clean, you didn't clean, y'all didn't clean, they didn't clean. Nice work. Let's look at a few more examples. I didn't cook. I didn't sleep.
I didn't clean the bathrooms today.
Did you work today?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh. No, I didn't.
Yes, no questions. The answer to a yes-no question is always yes or no. Do. We use the word do to make a yes-no question. Do you work? To make this same question in the past, we're going to use the past tense of do. We'll use the word did. Did you work? Did you work yesterday? Did. Notice here how did is written in the past. Did you work? But work is not written in the past. We don't say, did you worked? We say, did you work? Did you work on Monday? Yes, yeah, Yes, I did. Yes, I worked on Monday. Did you exercise on Monday? No. Nah. Nope. No, I didn't. No, I didn't exercise on Monday. No, I didn't. I exercised on Tuesday. Did you exercise today?
Yes, I exercised today.
Did you exercise yesterday?
Yes, I exercised yesterday.
Did you clean the kitchen today?
Yes, I cleaned the kitchen today.
Did you clean the bathrooms today?
No, I didn't.
Did you eat pizza today?
No, I didn't.
Did you eat pizza yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Open questions. Past simple. Open questions are formed with question words. What? What did you eat for breakfast? What did you make for dinner yesterday? What did you do last weekend? All of these questions are in the past because we use the past tense did. What did you eat? What did you make? What did you do? What did you eat for dinner yesterday?
I ate pizza for dinner yesterday.
What did you do last weekend?
Last weekend, I worked in the garden.
Open questions. Past simple. When? When did you eat breakfast? When did you move to Durham? When did you buy this shirt? All of these questions are asking about a past action. When did you? When did you eat breakfast? When did you move? When did you buy? When did you eat breakfast?
I ate breakfast at 9 o'clock.
When did you move to Durham?
I moved to Durham 5 years ago.
Awesome work, everyone. Let's review the story from the beginning of this lesson. Pay close attention to the pronunciation and to the regular and irregular verbs.
What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I woke up at 7 a.m. I drank my coffee. Then I drove to work. At work, I prepared lunch for the children. I ironed the clothes. Then I cleaned the windows. In the afternoon, I washed the clothes. And I mopped the floors. Before going home, I made spaghetti. I tasted the sauce. Delicious. Nice work, everyone. Where did you walk?
Around?